Tosh to YouTube, Yokoso, and welcome to the second battle in the GDCT or GamerDudester's commentator tournament. Today's match is between Fireheart, Matsuda Yoriyoshi, and Pointman. Fireheart's channel is frewd100. Links in the description, links to the video by both of them, and also the description. Different perspectives are nice. Pointman, or Al Nanaz, or Alonso, I think is his YouTube name. Also, links in the description. Please, guys, check these guys out. So the whole point of this tournament is to show you guys different perspectives, different people, and to get people exposure and have fun with more Shogun. Now, Pointman's video is actually a live commentary, so if you're interested to see that, you can click that, and it's labeled live also down there. Now, I'm not going to say who was the winner of this battle. I'm not going to expose any of the winners of any of the matches. As you saw in the last one, we're only going to see them, and you'll be able to judge by yourself. Today's battle, guys, is in the snow, and with the new effects here, this should look quite amazing. Today, the Date are in. Fireheart is in command of the Date. And let's go ahead and start with Fireheart's troop. At the front, he's got 2 units of Bow Warrior Monks, and he hasn't given these guys any sort of experienced chevrons. Back here behind them, he's got a Matchlock line composed of 4 units of Matchlock Samurai, and they are very heavily upgraded. So, there they are, right there. Cool looking. And then you've got his main infantry line, which is composed of Nodachi Samurai. Now, he didn't pick the Date. The Date was assigned to him through a random number generator. And that is how pretty much everything was set up, from map to factions to weather to everything you see here. So this was a night battle in the snow. How awesome can it get? There's his general, and he's picked Date Masumune. And there he is with his awesome off-balance crest. And then you've got finally here 2 units of Great Guard. So I'd say a matchlock heavy skirmish, a heavy contingent army with a lot of oomph and a lot of force behind it, these Nodachi Samurai. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other side of the ridge, where leading the Mori is the other player, Pointman or Al Nanaz, and you can see that he has spread out his units a lot, much like the fashion of Napoleon Total War. Now, when you spread out your units like this means that they'll be able to do more damage of their cavalry and their infantry against other similar units. He's got 2 units of but they're more vulnerable to cavalry charges in terms of infantry. But cavalry against cavalry, you want to loosen up your troops as much as you can. But I don't know if this is wise or not. But we'll see how We'll see how this works out for Al Nanaz. I'm going to call him Pointman for now. He's got 2 units of Yari cavalry. No, that's actually 1 Yari cavalry, 1 Great Guard, 1 Katana cavalry. He's got a Naginata warrior monks here capturing this building, and you can see that he's spread out all his troops across the map, and looks like he's going for all the buildings. Very strategic play here. He's got another unit. He's got another unit of cav here, which is a bow cavalry. Over here, he's got a unit of boa shigaru, a unit of katana samurai, Nodachi Samurai, and a Yari Ashigaru at the front. And you can see he's placed them in loose formation. His general is there. He's picked the regular general as opposed to picking a iconic general or a historic general. Moving on here towards his left flank. His left flank is composed of a Yari Ashigaru at the front, a unit of Nodachi Samurai. There they are. And then he's got also a unit of katana. No, another Nodachi Samurai. Some Bo Ashigaru. Some Naginata warrior monks. Another Naginata warrior monk. Or no, that's actually 1 unit. One Naginata warrior monk. There's another unit of bow cab, and you can see on the left here another Yari cab and another katana cab, and then over here another Great Guard. So this player going for a really loose open formation, and you can see that the edge of the map is right here behind where the Fireheart is actually positioned. And so it looks like Fireheart isn't going to contest any of the buildings right now. There are new additions. I don't know if a snowy battle counts like the foggy battle, but in a foggy battle, I know that your archers shoot at a slower rate, and if one of your opponent's units is 800 meters or 600, I can't remember what the number was, if they're a certain distance away from you, you will actually not be able to see them. So that adds a whole new element to foggy battles for all you commentators watching this. So keep that in mind. You can see that the Date troops have taken position in this little dip in the ground here, taking the forest, and the three buildings are now in full control of Pointman, who looks very vulnerable in any one given position. But the fact that he's got his units so spread out can be a very daunting thing, and I think yeah, it can definitely be a very daunting thing. So let's go ahead and fast forward here. You can see that all throughout, I'm going to go up above the clouds here to eliminate the snow. You can see Al-Nanaz's forces, or Pointman's forces, all around here. And you can see how the snow works in Shogun. It only like does it in the area that your camera's in, and it doesn't do it around, which is quite smart. But when I do this camera fix, it kind of bugs it. So you can see that he is now trying to go for a complete surround here. He's got units here, units towards the front. Looks like the most of his force is actually coming on from the right side, the left side of Fireheart's troop, or frewd's troops. So let's continue and fast forward here and see what's going to happen. We're going to keep the camera on frewd's troops, and you can see that these he activated the Great Wind here. I don't know why though. Maybe it was a misclick, or maybe he was aiming for a cavalry engagement but then decided against it. You can see here now some action happening. This unit of Great Guard is running forward against this unit of Great Guard. They're going to go into them in diamond formation. Now a unit, this is some more information for you guys. Oh, another Yari Cav coming in from the side, and you can see that Fireheart decides to dismount his unit here. I think this was a mistake. He should have probably charged both units, because now his other Great Guard is decimated. Yeah, that was definitely a mistake there. So first mismanagement of the game. But as I was saying, when you charge cavalry into other cavalry, you want to charge them in diamond formation, and then after like 2 or 3 seconds, you want to actually take them out back into regular formation, and they should beat an identical cav unit. And you can see here the bow cav of Pointman shooting the now dismounted Great Guard of frewd, and these guys are just like dead meat now. They're running in the snow, and they are being also shot by bows trying to chase away that cav unit. But looks like it's not going to happen. So that is the first engagement of the day, and it goes to Pointman. So Pointman, some good cavalry action there. He did lose half of his Great Guard there, and he lost 12 units of Yari Cav, but he took out a complete unit of Great Guard. And you can see now skirmishing with this unit, tiring them out. He's going to try to charge it from different directions. You can see he's got his unit spread out very wide, and as I said, this can be, and this will present a very daunting front for frewd, who has now completely withdrawn and retreated to what appears to be this little hill here, and it is the edge of the map. So he has been pushed towards. You can see that Al-Nanaz completely pushed him forward, or Alonso pushed him completely forward, backward towards this edge of the map, and now it's very difficult for frewd to kind of break out. He could have, or he can right now. I don't know if he will or he won't, but he can push forward at one location. Maybe that will happen, maybe it won't. Let's go ahead and continue viewing here. Oh, I missed the action here. That Great Guard unit was being charged by bow cavalry, and now in comes a Katana cavalry that's going to charge into these guys. Now Katana cavalry are better against infantry than other cav units, as they can stay in the fight and fight a little bit longer. And looks like what Pointman is doing here is a series of charges and withdrawals by all his cav units, and now he's going to charge in with his own Great Guard, who have lost 2 men in that. And you can see that this Great Guard unit now is going to rout. So the cav contingent of frewd is completely gone. He does have now his matchlock, and his infantry now needs to win the fight for him. And since he's got a defensive position, we'll see how both players play this out. Let's go ahead and fast forward here, because this looks like it's going to be sort of like a stalemate. I don't know if Pointman will move towards frewd, or will frewd go out and try to meet him. Alright guys, we're back again. That was a little pause there to kind of kill some time. You can see that Pointman's forces are now at a complete crest around the forces of frewd, who are positioned nicely on that hill. And now it's going to be a question of how both players manage their troops. It looks like a frontal assault is actually going to happen and take place by Pointman's forces, who are very spread out. As you can see, he's got forces around and behind the troops of frewd. So we'll see how that goes. You can see he's got a unit of bow warrior monks at the front here. They're being charged by Yari-Ashigaru. Looks like they were targeting, who were they targeting? They were targeting that bow Ashigaru unit, so trying to hit their own bows. So now you can see that they're going to be running back, and these matchlock are going to open fire against this Ashigaru troop, and you can see that is absolutely decimating that unit down to 86, 50, 48, and I'm surprised they're actually still running forward at this time. And you can see that this one actually made it across, and they're going to engage in the matchlock units. And now Pointman doing a full push on, so this is the point of the engagement has started happening. These Yari Ashigaru pushing against Katana Samurai, against the Matchlock Samurai, and now pulling back, and in comes a cavalry charge, Yari cavalry charge, right into these Matchlock units who are still reloading, and looks like they're actually going to skip the Matchlocks and go right for the Nodachi Samurai in the back lines. And now that cav unit pulling out, a Banzai being activated on this Nodachi Samurai, which will give them an extra charge bonus. And now you can see that these Matchlock units are just being charged from all direction by Pointman, who appears to be closing in. And now in comes more of his cav. You can see his bow still at the back taking shots. He's got Katana Samurai, Naginata Warrior Monks around, and cav. And you can see that he is pushing into the Date forces, who have now pulled back into yet a more defensive position. Looks like now he's frewd can't really do much in terms of his matchlocks, because now they don't have any more range to fire. But now more cav coming in from this flank towards the Date troops. Now the Date troops are in trouble. You can see that this general now has been dismounted and put into stand and fight mode. There he is, and he's going to grab his stool and sit. He's gonna sit and inspire his units. And you can see here he's placed him here at the back to avoid any sort of missile fire, which is a good idea. This Matchlock Samurai unit still taking shots into the attacker. Now looks like the forces that approached from here are not having as much success as this contingent here, but these guys are facing some spear units, Yari Ashigaru, so we'll see how that goes. More cav coming in from the right side from Pointman, and now he's going to charge down those bows and those matchlock units. No spear protection at all whatsoever on this right side of the battlefield, so this could be a little tough for frewd. He needs to realign his matchlock line to take shots into these units as they approach, but it looks like the general now is going to try and fight back this Katana cavalry unit that actually got forward towards them. And this Katana unit on horseback is actually going to do really well, and now the right flank completely collapses. And looks like, ladies and gentlemen, looks like this is going to be a loss for the Date troops here. You can see Alone Soul still pouring in a lot of troops. He's got his bow cav shooting in. He's got his Ashigaru bows shooting in. And looks like the last unit that is going to be surviving is that Nodachi Samurai from the Date of frewd. Good game there. Definitely can't say that I expected the battle to go this way. I expected it to be a little bit more action-packed. I expected the Date player to actually take more of an initiative due to the nature of the troops. But it looks like Pointman just spread out his troops really well, and then capitalized very nicely on what he had. So good game to both commentators. Check them out in the description below. I hope you guys enjoyed that second match. Remember to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.